Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate how to use ends with symbol, that is dollar symbol in CSS selectors. So let's get started. For detailed explanation and practical demonstration, I am going to take you to a sample application page for which I'll open the browser and take you to the sample application page, which is on my name, that is my first name Arun, last name Moturi, dot github.io/m4.html. When I press enter, you'll be taken to this page. Now right click on the page and select inspect option. You'll be getting the Google Chrome Dev Tools. Expand all the HTML code in this Google Chrome Dev Tools. Now click on this double arrow symbol and select selectors out. Now here we can write a proper CSS selector locator for locating this paragraph. For that, we need to select this paragraph, right click and inspect. The HTML code of this paragraph will get highlighted. By looking at the HTML code, I'll be writing the CS selector. Tag name is P and it has an attribute name as title, square bracket title, and is equal to, in single quotes, give the value. The entire value of this attribute I'm going to give inside this single quotes. Now close the square bracket, press enter. So this CS selector is locating the paragraph. But what if some portion of this attribute value changes? If the developer does some changes to this page, okay, and as part of the changes, if the developer also changes the attribute value of this title attribute of this particular okay element HTML code, what will happen? This original CS selector won't work. As already explained in the previous session, the original created CS selector may not work if the developer does some changes to the attribute value here if you are writing the CS selector like this. For example, in this case, the developer has changed the attribute value like this. Okay, like this. When I press enter, okay, the developer change has been done. Now, will the originally created CS selector will be able to locate this paragraph after these changes? Let's press enter. You see zero elements. Why? You see this attribute value got changed. Again, I need to take the complete attribute value and paste it. Like this, I'll paste it. Now it will work. Again, it will work. What if the developer does the changes again? Again, the developer is changing like this. Okay. Now, will it work? No. Again, gone. Again, you need to take the entire attribute value and paste it. So every time we cannot copy or every time we cannot modify the CS selector. Every time the changes happen to the attribute values, we cannot keep on updating the CS selector. This is not the proper approach. So what we have to do in this kind of situation here is we need to investigate what exactly is getting changed. So which part of the attribute value is getting changed? Is it the entire attribute value getting changed or only the partial attribute value is changed? So out of this, you can already see that this part is already constant, always constant. It's not changing from the beginning. Okay, initially there was some other text, CSK GT was there that got changed to ABC, then it got later changed to DF. The initial part is changing, but the ending part is not changing, right? The initial part is changing, but the ending part is not changing. Which part is not changing? Ending part. So what I will do in this case is, what if I only take the ending part, the constant ending part if I take and provide that here instead of putting the entire attribute value here, if I only copy paste the ending part here and press enter, it won't work until we use the symbol known as dollar symbol, which stands for ends with. Okay, it's an ends with symbol. Where do we have to write? After the attribute name, you specify the dollar symbol and now you press enter, it will locate. Now, even if the developer changes this to some XYZ, still it will work. You see, this still the same CS selector locator will work. You see, without any changes, this same CS selector is still working. Okay. So this is what is advantage of using dollar. Okay, dollar symbol, that is the ends with symbol in CS selectors. So here, if your constant part in this attribute value is the ending part, then we can use dollar symbol after the attribute name and before the equal symbol, so that you don't have to pass the entire attribute value because the entire attribute value together is not constant. Okay. So some portion of the attribute value is changing. Which part is changing? Initial part is changing, but ending part is constant. If you have the constant ending part, you can use dollar here. The previous session I covered about the constant initial part, where in that case I was using cap symbol in place of the dollar. But here in this session where I am giving this example, the ending part is constant, but initial part is not constant. In that case, the ending constant part, if you want to use for locating this particular element with help of attribute name and value, then you have to use dollar symbol. Okay. So this is an example, guys. This is an example for how to use ends with symbol, that is dollar symbol, and with which situation. You may get this kind of situation in real time, okay, where some portion of the attribute value will be constant if that is ending part, and some portion of the attribute value is changing and ending part is constant, in that case, you can use this dollar symbol with attributes. Okay. In case of attributes, you can use a dollar symbol for locating the elements with the help of constant ending parts of the attribute values. So this is an example for this. This is an example, and this example I have demonstrated on this website page. This particular website page, I have demonstrated this example. Okay. So example, or else I'll write this here. Fine. So with this, we are done with this session. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.